The Staincast.
What is the Staincast?
Stain?
Stain. Who is Stain?
Am I dreaming? Yes.
Stain.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode 113.
I think so. I'm like 99.2.
Yeah, 113 of the Staincast. Of course, as usual, I'm one of your co-hosts, Mr. Stephen E. With me, as always, is DL, and joining us again is Mr. Chet.
He outside.
Yeah, Chet outside.
What's going on, folks?
This
trapping.
This week, of course, we're continuing our lovely journey, as we have been for the past month, of Harry Potter. This week going with the Goblet of Fire.
Yeah. They were on the nose with that shit, too.
Yeah, yeah, OD. But before we get into that,
True.
I actually don't think there's any new content for us to speak on.
Shogun finale came out this week. I haven't seen it yet. True.
The
That
next
too.
2-0.
I think there was something else. I thought there was, actually, unironically or unjokingly. I guess
Drake's
that too.
Yeah.
Thought there was a show, but I guess I might be lying. Thought there was something new. The Deadpool trailer.
Oh yes, the
Just the
Deadpool trailer.
sympathizer.
That was the sympathizer.
Oh yeah. It's about like a communist spy in Vietnam.
I'm not interested in communism. So
We are interested in the Deadpool trailer though, because that shit looked phenomenal.
I still have yet to see it. I gotta watch that shit. I mean, I've seen all the screenshots from it and shit, so that shit's about to be.
It looks really good. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's looking hype.
I guess then that's enough of that. We're just diving right into Harry Potter. We're gonna make this a quick, easy episode for y'all.
It's pretty definitive in my opinion, at least.
This movie's tough.
The movie's incredibly tough. Probably, I mean, we'll get into it.
This movie's tough.
We'll get into it.
We will definitely get into it, and I guess we'll just start right off with Chet. Favorite and least favorite character.
This is tough. There's a lot of good characters.
Let's see. Aside from Harry, my favorite character is probably Hagrid, but that's not really just for this movie. That's just for the whole series.
Hagrid was barely in this movie.
But if I had to pick for this movie, just Harry. Yeah, he's.
Yeah, true. We'll talk about that too.
We will talk about that.
We'll talk about all that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. And I gotta go Ron.
Look. I know that in the previous ones I haven't been on the Ron hate train, but this movie has put me on the Ron hate train. That man was hating on Harry for no fucking reason.
He was hating for the sake of hating. Like he was doing way too much this movie. And I've been on it since like the second movie, so I will welcome you aboard to the train. The man's last name is Weasley, for God's sakes. Enough said. He's a weasel.
It was just
Yeah.
he was literally hating just to hate.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was jealous. I mean, like, it was too much for me. It's like when they were doing the whole talking back and forth, like Hermione talking for Ron. I was like, bruh. I was like, it really don't need to be like this.
It ain't that deep.
Especially over something that Harry clearly had no part in. Like, people stay thinking Harry wants to put himself in a tournament that's gonna kill him. Like, what is his prerogative to fucking get into this tournament? Like,
there's no gain.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, sure, he begins like. People think he's cool, but like I'm sure Harry doesn't he's not Malfoy. He's not Malfoy. Like he doesn't care about his popularity. He cares about his life, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
But we'll get more into that as well. Back to least favorite character, Chad. Do you have one?
He said Ron.
Oh, for some reason I thought you said your favorite was Ron. But you said your favorite was Hagrid,
Ron
like
Weasley.
overall. Oh, and Harry, I think you said too.
Yeah. Hagrid's just cool. He hangs out with the monsters. Okay. Yeah, and Harry.
Yeah.
It's his movie.
I guess since I already did my least favorite, I'll go into my favorite.
The Batman.
I mean, Robert Pattinson was pretty good. I mean, like I'm not mad. He was barely in it, but like,
yeah,
he was pretty good.
He really has not changed at all either. Which
No,
is
he
crazy.
looked the exact same. I will say again, a character who is not in it much, but I'm definitely excited to see more of too, because of it, is Voldemort.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah,
I was Very happy with how he was portrayed and what was going on.
Yeah, he was chatting. He was chatting. Yeah,
He
his
finally
fucking baby
survived.
ass. Looking like fucking.
That was disgusting. Looked like ET.
Looking like
Yeah,
me.
he was
with a couple
looking like
drinks.
what's his name from fucking Ant-Man, Quantumania, when they had his baby butt cheeks,
Oh,
his little
MODOK.
tiny leg. Yeah, he looks like MODOK, like when they tossed him in the cauldron.
Yeah.
Uh, and you said Julie's favorite was
That's
Ron, right, Heg?
Of course.
Yeah. I might just copy yours, honestly. I mean, I'll try to do one of the protagonist. I'll try to do like someone who's not Voldemort. I mean, Dumbledore was, I think, as good as usual. I don't think he was any more or better or worse. I think he was pretty consistently good.
Yeah.
Fuck, who else? I feel like there was like a newer character that was like really helping Harry out throughout this movie. And it wasn't.
Moody
Was that who it was?
or Mooney? Moody? What is it pronounced?
Let me
Hold
get the
up.
shit.
Hold up.
There's also
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah.
the guy.
Yeah.
Goblet.
I think his name's Moody, but he was someone else the whole time.
Yeah, I was fucking with him. But hold on, I don't know if he's my favorite. Hold on. Yeah.
Bart something Jr.
Deal. You're
That-
looking like Ralph Fiennes.
Fuck you. The menu actor.
The menu actor.
Nah.
That's
No,
Rocket
never,
League,
never.
Longbottom.
Never. Ralph.
Um.
They actually gave him shit to do in this movie, which got me tight.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think, I mean,
You know,
oh,
he
that's
rose up
great.
from here for
That's good to
Neville.
hear. So I will do favorites is we'll do the Batman as an honorable mention just because that is the kid, and yeah, the guy with the fake guy because I thought he was pretty useful with like Harry and all that kind of stuff. I thought he was a good character. Least favorite character, I'm gonna add shit. What was his name to the list? Along with Ron, I'm putting Victor Crumb on that list
Yeah, he was also a nothing character.
because that man was
Meathead
45 years old,
you know,
pulling up to a
Victor
ball
Crumb is
for 14-year-olds. It was
Meathead
looking like, yeah, I don't know why they had to cast some 50-year-old to play a fucking 17-year-old, but whatever. Here we are. He's my
Here
least
we
favorite
are.
character.
It is what it is. Oh well.
Yeah.
Moving along.
Mm-hmm.
Make or break moments. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I have a break. There's this movie I think was pretty tough through and through. I think that like it's definitely the most cohesive. We don't see Harry's aunt and uncle, which is a plus. That's a
Yeah,
massive W.
that is that's huge.
W. It just gets right into it. You get thrown right into the story. There's action. The CGI looks really good. The fights look really good. The story is great. And then, as I said earlier, with Voldemort, just ending with that is just
Mm-hmm.
great setup. I'm
Yeah,
tight.
it was.
Chet and I were talking about that we're not going to see much of him until later, but
Damn.
I'm still. It makes me very excited to see more of Voldemort in the future, and I think this movie just did a great job of setting it up. Fantastic scenes. The fucking they got him. They fucking got him.
Who, Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. I mean, those whole like,
Yeah,
cursed
Batman got
things are
got.
ridiculous. The forbidden spells. Yeah, first of all, Voldemort be spamming that shit. I mean, it's the same way Harry spams Expelliarmus or whatever the fuck that shit is. Yeah,
I mean, it's an insta kill.
that's
It
ridiculous.
hits you,
Personally,
so,
that's a
like,
little too ridiculous for me. Because then you have like, oh, I'm the only guy. Harry's the only guy who's fired, which I think was kind of cool. They touched on it, and I'm already gonna say it now because I'm sure we're gonna be spoken on in the future. That whole idea about love saving Harry's life, I wipe my ass with that. Like I think it's cool. I think it's a
No,
cool
that's
idea.
whack,
Just so
yeah.
it's like, because the way I see it, right, is that either it was love or another fucking plot device kind of thing. Like, oh, your mother had the artifact of saving. Like I honestly think love might be better than them making up some bullshit, but it's still stupid, right? It's like Voldemort in all his power in his one shot kill shit, and it's like, what, love saved him? It's like, yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, like it makes me feel warm inside, I guess, but like that's it. Like that's oh my god, love, oh my god. But yeah, no.
Then you had his parents come through as ghost.
Yeah, I know. I peeped
Father,
that,
son,
Chad. I peeped that too.
Kamehameha.
That shit was kind of egregious. The father son Kamehameha was kind of a little ridiculous. I mean, the whole nature of that shit. Well, we will also get into that because I have a couple things to say on that. Fuck, I had one more. I'm just trying to remember something because I was watching this shit on Friday when I had a couple people over, so I don't fucking remember bar for bar. We're talking about breaks, right? Or just makes like a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Make
See,
and breaks.
I don't know if I want. Yeah, I'm gonna insert this here. The fucking meme. I want to just talk about it because it's just
My
weak.
son, my
My
boy.
son, my boy.
They
I
got
had
him.
I had no idea that was from this movie, and then the light bulb that went off in my head when I saw him walking down the stairs because I've just seen that so many fucking times.
Yeah,
It
I've
was
never
like,
seen that.
Yeah, the amount of times I saw
yeah,
that
exactly.
clip
That I
before
was
I
like,
saw this
damn,
movie
I've
is
seen this before.
ridiculous.
I know what this. It was one of those like episode 3 things where it's like I can't
Yeah,
see Dark Side of the as anything other than the fucking YouTube video.
yeah. No, I get a couple scenes. So I feel like this is just in general with the Harry Potter universe that I think we haven't touched on. I think it's cool. The whole like GIF, like newspaper shit. How it's
Oh
like
yeah,
the
that
animated.
is
I
that
think
is
that's
yeah,
cool.
that's
It looks good. I think it's just different. I think that's nothing more else to say besides I think it was cool and I haven't talked about it previously, so I just wanted to throw that in there. This is kind of like a segue to the thirsty moment, but like we won't segue. I just want to say, fellas got they freak on when they heard that the ball was starting. Fellas tightened up real quick.
I got
Except
something.
Ron. Except Ron, who
Except
was already on that woman. As soon as he's like,
Ron got
everyone
cut.
else got. Oh
Harry
god,
had
that was
to go
that
heavy
was ooh,
lifting for him.
that hurt. That hurt. Many times. It's like Hermione basically might as well be freaking grabbing. I mean, I'm not going to say anything because they're children, so I'm not going to say such things. But we all know what I was about to say. Come on now, Ron. Come on now. We'll get into this in a thirsty moment. I'll go on a whole tirade. All right. I'll tell for anyone who watched it. All right. I'll help you out with this. Okay. I'll tell you what not to do. I'll tell you how not to be Ron. Okay.
Tell me, DL. Tell me how not to be Ron.
I mean, first of all, your last name don't have your last name be Weasley and don't be Ginger. But I told you we're gonna get into that.
Those are genetics. You can't do anything about that.
Okay, fine. I mean, you can get like dye. You could like dye your hair and shit. But
All right,
whatever,
that's fair.
whatever. Fuck. There's someone else too. Actually, no. I guess that's really hot. I mean, obviously the ending scene, everything about it. I think Batman getting one-shotted by the fucking rat wasn't right. I think Voldemort should have been the one to do it.
Also, all right. I'm gonna point this out now that I'm actually like looking at fucking IMDb. They renamed him
Who?
the Rat. It was Peter Pettigrew in the last movie, and now he's just Wormtail.
Tail?
Just Wormtail.
Oh yeah, Wormtail.
Maybe. I mean, one's obviously a name, one's a nickname, so I'm assuming it's both. I mean, fuck that guy. He doesn't deserve to have a
No,
name
he's
anyways.
disgusting.
Yeah, he's absolutely. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why he killed Cedric. I think it should have been Voldemort. I think just like when it comes to I mean, I think he was already established as a good villain, regardless. But I think that would have just been like one step above to be like, oh yeah, and he's gonna smoke Cedric too. Like he's gonna pull up on Harry. He's gonna fucking. I mean, that whole shit with Harry just watching the entire thing. Like even Voldemort was like, oh, I forgot you were there, because he was literally that whole time. Like all the shit they were cooking up, like all the shit with Cedric, all the like just everything that was going on. Harry's just watching the entire thing.
The reveal, quote unquote, for those of you who are listening and not watching, I'm doing air quotations, of Lucius being an acolyte.
Oh my god!
What did they call? All right, well, hold on. What were they called? They were called
some really on the nose Death Eater. Yeah, Death Eater. Something
Death
super
Eater,
on the
Walkers,
nose.
Death Eater.
Death Eater. Yes. Yeah,
No,
is
guy that
evil.
looks evil and
Wow.
sounds
Yeah,
evil
it's like
is evil.
wow.
Yeah. Did he? He died, right? I don't even
Nope.
remember.
Nope.
He didn't, right? Of course they did. Of course they didn't fucking kill him.
No, he's alive.
He's
Yeah.
probably gonna come back for plot.
Of course. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, as long as
My-
Draco's or whatever's in it, I feel like his father, they both have their role to play.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking Draco or Malfoy. Yeah, Drake. Jesus Christ, Draco.
Malfoy's the last name.
Yes. Thank you.
Same guy.
Draco, my assumption is going to have a big. Now, Chet, don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. Is going to have a big character development moment something dealing with his father revealing himself as being evil or dying or something along those lines, and then he's going to actually become a good and likable character.
Ugh. God, I hope not. God, I fucking hope. I hope none of that happens.
That's my assumption. Just 'cause, but like, to be fair, DL, you and I have fucking analyzed fucking 100 and something movies at this point,
No.
so we know the tropes and we can see what's coming. So if it does,
I mean, Malfoy's definitely got a good guy arc lurking.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
that's all I can say for certain. I know.
But I'm saying that's how
unless they
There's
choose
no way-
to.
There's no
unless
way
they-
that's not how it's going to happen. I'm sorry.
Unless they like Cedric his ass, like kill him just to prove a point. Like I could like that would be the only.
Do that either.
Yeah.
From my understanding of the Harry Potter fan base, also before watching this, is Malfoy is a very likable character. He's up there as like one of the favorites. Like Tom Felton is very loved because of this character. So
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna, considering he's done quite literally nothing in these first four movies, I'm assuming there's gonna be a massive development in these later 4 movies.
Another thing I just want to speak on briefly is them pulling up like the trophy being a portkey or whatever. Then like they appear and then you see like Riddle's tombstone. I'm just sitting there like
that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was
I was just sitting there like I was looking like Perk Angle. I was looking like Kurt Angle. Like I was just sitting there like not even knowing what to think. So I was like, "Ooh, we're back." Because I knew. I mean, the one thing I don't kind of understand is how Harry was seeing Voldemort like in his dreams. I don't know if he was like using because. Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
A couple more.
I'm just curious.
I mean,
Okay. As long as it's explained, as long as they're not trying to just be like, "Oh yeah, Harry's he's powerful, so he can just do these things." Okay, good, very good. Because I was assuming he was like using one of the forbidden spells or whatever. Because like how you could like control other people, so that's why. No. Well, then I'll wait. Then thank you, Chet. Thank you for easing my mind on the subject. I'll wait until it comes up again.
But it's definitely this. This was the best way to set up Voldemort as the villain. As like, I mean, obviously he's been getting set up for the past 3 movies before this, but this was definitely the peak. Like I could tell this was like, here's Voldemort. This is what like, and I think that also in hindsight, knowing that this is actually no, because never mind. I retract whatever I was about to say.
No. Oh. Yeah, no, I thought it was a pretty cool review of Voldemort too. I don't think they could have like, I think they could have like kept our meats fucking sizzling for longer, but I think this was more than like I think we were due. Like even if he doesn't, we don't even see him again until like the 6th movie or something. Like it's just the idea that like at least something is happening with him, and he's not just like everyone's scared of a guy who we haven't even barely seen on screen. Like now we can see like it's better that. Now we can see like why everyone won't even say this man's fucking name. Like the way he be moving. Like we can really appreciate that a little more.
He's also fucking hideous.
I could not figure out if that was practical or CGI. I think it was a mix.
It's practical.
It's so slip. Yeah, I think it is a mix. I feel like there's some scenes where that shit looks really like there's no depth to it. I mean, obviously he's got no fucking nose, so he has no depth on his face, but like it was weird looking. Like he's slimy, like he's wet looking, like ugh. I ain't a fan of that. But Ralph Fiennes or whatever is that fucking guy. My God.
Yeah, he is fucking acting his ass off.
Nah, that shit's tough.
It is a mix.
I figure. I mean, of course, it's like of course it's gonna be a mix because there's gonna be some scenes.
This picture of him is fucking hideous.
I don't think he has a good looking picture. Like I don't think he's got a good headshot. The man's got no fucking
I just gotta show you this one though. Look at this one.
As himself?
You gotta chill out, bro. You about to spoil some. Oh my God, that is fucking.
That's just disgusting.
That's me looking back at it.
I know this is from a later movie, but it doesn't spoil anything.
Damn, that makeup is pretty good. Damn. Yeah, wow, holy shit, that looked really good.
Yeah, this was just peak. Ralph Fiennes, I mean, he just honestly goated. I understand why people like fucked with him before because I don't know much of him before like The Menu and I think that's
Kingsman. He was in Kingsman, at least for me, anyways. I've seen him in Kingsman.
Yeah, Kingsman too. I forget about those movies.
Yeah.
But like I can understand just by seeing him in a little bit of this alone, I can see why people fucked with him.
Okay, good. That wasn't
Especially
my
as a
mic.
villain.
My bad. I didn't mean to kill everyone's ears. I just want to make sure my mic was on before I went the entire episode with it being off.
That would have been. I mean, we're already 20 minutes into this bitch.
Yeah. No, I agree. So we were at make or breaks. I mean, I don't really have like there are a lot of great scenes. I think all the different steps. I have like some. Oh, what the fuck is this? Yeah,
All the challenges are pretty cool.
I was probably gonna say
yeah.
all the challenges.
I kind of wish we
The
saw
last
like.
one's kind of the weakest though.
I kind of wish we would have seen the rest of them fight their dragons, but I mean it makes sense. Like you're trying to save money on CGI and
I
shit,
did
so I
say-
completely.
I did say that to Chet, like that when we were watching it.
Maybe not even all of them. Maybe just Batman. Like I wanted to see something. Like
Yeah,
if you're
we
gonna kill him off in this movie, it might as well fucking make it worth it.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to see more than just Harry's. I mean, I'm glad we did get to see Harry's, but I did want to see more than that. But that was something because they are making the Harry Potter TV show for Max coming out, God knows when, and each season is going to be a year. And I can guarantee that in that show, each of those battles will probably get shown either in their own episode or between two episodes or whatever. So we'll definitely be able to see them in the future. But I definitely wish that we could have seen them in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah, but it was still cool. You get to see dragons. They don't really show a lot of magical creatures up to this point, I think. So it was cool. You get to see mermaids,
I would say this
dragons.
like the last one they tapped into it a little bit with like the werewolf and stuff like that, but this one is where they're really getting into all the different creatures, and I mean, and then they have the Fantastic Beast spin-offs as well.
Yeah, need that. Yeah, need
Yeah.
that. Need Jude
Those
Law.
are ass.
Yeah, I don't plan on Jude Law as fucking
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
I tried to watch those movies after I watched all of these for the first time, and I just couldn't even.
Yeah,
get
that's
past
why we're
the
only
first
covering
one.
Harry
It was
Potter.
boring.
Yeah, that shit was. I mean, I can only imagine.
Let's go.
But yeah, I mean, all the trials or whatever you want to call them were tough. The Goblet of Fire being called the Goblet of Fire, whatever.
Yeah,
Right?
literally
Them calling it the Goblet of Fire, like.
it was literally the roll credits moment.
I just would have thought the trophy would have been a
Yeah.
Goblet of Fire too. instead of just a
Yeah,
regular
I guess
paper
not.
trophy.
And then, I mean, it was pretty like you knew Harry's name was gonna shoot out of it. Nothing crazy there.
I
You
mean,
could feel that.
you knew Harry was gonna win from the bat. Nothing crazy.
I honestly wasn't sure where it was gonna go. Yeah,
It's literally Harry
Yeah.
Potter and the
I knew
Goblet
he
of
was gonna
Fire.
win. There was no way he
Yeah.
wasn't.
I like low key remember this movie a very slightly bit. The same way I remember the last one, like certain scenes, because I was really young watching it. Like I remember the maze. I remember, the underwater with the mermaids or whatever.
No, this is all new territory for me, but I'm liking it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I barely fucking remember it, but like I just kind of get like deja vu seeing a little bit of it. But I don't know if you guys had any quotes. I mean, I only have two from that horny ass motherfucker Ron. He was dealing.
He was.
Yeah, he was so he.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
those
that's the
Ron
only thing
quotes.
I could think
Go
of,
ahead.
Yeah.
too. I only got like one. I have one Voldemort quote.
I mean, the Ron ones. I'll just shoot him.
But he's like,
What you got?
Talking to, yeah, riddle
Oh.
him off. Go off.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
no, you
Ron
go.
being like, I like what I like how
I say
you know I
this.
like how they walk. That was
That was vile.
random as fuck, especially coming out of Ron too. That man don't got a
Well,
fucking
well,
horny.
I think he
previous
followed it-
is
I think he followed it up with "I like to look at them from behind" or something
yes.
like that too.
I always liked it looking at them from behind. That was the quote.
That
So I'm
was the
sitting there, I'm
quote.
like, yeah, and I was like, how is this man Ron, who's getting poontang literally tossed on him, gonna be talking about looking at things from behind? Like, come on now, Ron. It's like, cut
Bravo.
that shit out, bro. Cut that shit out. Look, if you ain't a killer, come on now. Come on now. I mean, I guess that makes sense. He likes looking at it. He don't like doing nothing with it. He just likes
He just
looking.
looks. He just
Yeah,
looks.
he likes to watch.
What was the Voldemort quote you had, Chet?
Oh, it's just when he first comes out that pot for the first time, and he's basically explaining to Harry like how he got his scar, and he's like, "You touched me then I touch you now," or something.
Hey yo.
And
Hey
then he
yo.
touches him on the head.
Damn, this is
Hey,
getting
yo.
R-rated. I think you guys are watching the wrong movie, yo. Talking about touching each other's heads.
I might
Yeah.
have been.
Yeah, no, he was feeling
Just
him up.
touching him.
Yeah.
I can touch you now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it
because
was.
I think it was like something about like his house or something, or like not being, or wherever it was. I think there's like a certain location where he's protected from Voldemort, but it wasn't there, which is tough.
boy,
Yeah.
Which is a tough scene. Yeah, my boy,
my son. I'm putting that in somewhere here.
they got him.
I gotta put that clip in here somewhere.
They got him. They got Cedric. No.
So good classic.
Yeah, they
They
did.
got Batman.
Poor Batman.
They freed up his
True.
schedule for
Ugh,
Twilight after
Jesus.
All right.
Oh God.
All right. Hold on. We gotta bring up. I think two things here. The fact that Hagrid apparently lays pipe,
Oh God.
and the
Not
fact
on that thing.
that Dumbledore
that.
is also with
does.
McGonagall.
Where you getting that from?
It's fucking. He took her to dance. Yeah.
Oh come
They go to the
on.
ball
This
together.
teachers. You guys are making something out of nothing.
Not when Hagrid is
Yeah,
pulling
but they also
at
live
the
there
same
year
thing.
round.
Yeah, okay, Vaughn.
They live there at that building.
Yeah,
year
no, that's
round.
true,
They're
saying.
freaking out
Okay.
some-
I mean, Hagrid, yeah. I mean, we saw how Hagrid was moving. I'm talking about like they were just dancing, McGonagall and fucking Dumbledore. You know, Hagrid, he was talking and she was talking, and it was uncomfortable.
She's bigger than him.
Yeah, no, that shit kept freaking me out. She's bigger than him, and I was like, Hagrid. I mean, you knew
That's how I'm trying.
maybe a little younger.
No
I love Harry. He's like, you combed your hair.
Yeah, he was looking nice. He was looking nice and fresh for. I don't even know what her name was.
I don't even care what her name was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I just
couldn't
know
tell
Hagrid
you
was getting
either.
it in.
Hagrid. Oh God, that man ain't right.
Gone.
He's
That's like the closest thing you get to.
This is
a
probably
Darcy
for the whole
moment in this movie.
franchise. I mean, from the 4 movies we've seen so far,
There's
Jesus,
been
man.
nothing. I mean, I guess speaking of, because we're just gonna skip over Yates, because
No.
oh, you have one.
Yeah, I
It's Matt.
yeah.
You have a yeah.
What is your yeah?
So first and foremost, the beginning of the movie when Harry gets knocked out, he wakes up, he doesn't say a word, and then Ron and fucking Hermione are screaming his name the second he wakes up, and then they just find him. And then as soon as they find him, everybody fucking else just finds him. And I'm like, bro, was he out for 5 minutes or 5 hours? Like, what the fuck? Literally, the whole town got burned. The Death Eaters are been gone. They're like shooting fucking like emotes in the sky. And it's like, bro, that was just weird to me because I was so confused. I was like, bro,
the fucking. I almost forgot about.
yeah, they were emoting. It was disrespectful as fuck. But
That reminds me actually of the fucking the tournament, the Quidditch tournament. That was pretty epic to see. The Quidditch World Cup.
oh yeah. I mean, we barely saw that shit. I don't think we saw it.
But still, like, just,
We saw Ireland play, but that
it
was.
was just cool to see more of like Quidditch and like again the world building. This is something I really much personally enjoy about
Yeah,
franchises like this.
yeah.
Yeah, this movie does a lot of.
But it's
world
there's a lot of world building, but there's still a lot going on during it. Like it still knows how to keep the plots that have been going on for a while going while setting up other shit.
That's how
Team
you do a
struggle.
proper franchise.
Beam struggle got no love for those. Zero love for those.
Well, at least we're 4 movies in, and this is our first one.
Yeah,
That's a
I
plus.
just cannot get behind these guys like exhorting. They're supposed to be using all their force, and Voldemort's sitting there like this, like just fucking posing for pictures while holding it. I'm like, this man isn't using no energy, but it's like, whatever. Different opinions. That I grew up watching different type of shows, so that shit's weak sauce to me. Whatever. Another thing that's weird is Harry and all the challengers, all their friends just getting snatched and thrown in the water. Like I wouldn't sign up for that shit.
I don't
Like,
think they did. I don't think they did.
No, that's what I'm saying. They got snatched.
Literally, this is what happened. Because the scene before was fucking Moody going, "Oh, Granger, Weasley, like McGonagall wants to see you in the office," and then the next scene,
Yeah, they're underwater.
yeah, so
They got
McGonagall just
snatched.
fucking snatched him. Like
Yeah,
that's crazy.
that wasn't a yeah. That was more just like, wait, what the fuck?
It's like
Yeah, it's like sorry
Sorry,
that
you
your
gotta keep
friend
that.
has to be the champion. Now you're getting snatched because of it. Like,
And also, them only giving Harry second place for saving 2 people. He should have
yeah.
got first. He
I
would
mean,
have.
I want to know what happens if he didn't save that one person. Is she dead? Does she
Yeah.
die?
Yes.
Damn.
They literally said
guess
they said in the
so.
beginning
I think she
that the
does,
contest
isn't that-
could be life or death. Like wizards die in the contest.
Yeah. That's
I'd just be tight if I was Crumb and I.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
only
and got
came
snatched
out
out of
second.
second,
My
yeah.
family came out second with the person, but just
that
because
is exactly what we were saying too.
Yeah,
It's like, look,
two people.
obviously,
It's like I.
yeah, no,
could've
exactly,
saved
no, that's literally
everyone.
exactly what me and Smoke were saying too. It's like I get the one girl who saved nobody. You should be disqualified for that bullshit, in my opinion. But it's like to knock a guy who did his. They told him get this person out of the water, and he did it. What else can he do?
It goes back to what was it? It was Dumbledore who said, "Is like don't lose yourself, like don't."
Yeah, I mean, of course, they're gonna they're gonna give Harry bonus points for doing the right thing. But it's like the man didn't even know that what the right thing was. Like he just did his job. His job was to protect, get his friend Hermione or whatever, get her out of the water, and get whatever artifact it was, and he did it. True.
He had to
While
get
being
his
like 40 years old.
14-year-old.
Creepies.
That man literally had legitimate muscle tone. It's like fucking 16, 17. I was just sitting there, God fucking damn it. And Hermione, I mean, first of all,
Yeah, I think they're
yeah,
all supposed
for
to be
rest in
17.
peace to Harry and Ron, who got both their women I mean, Ron don't count because he didn't do nothing. But Harry, damn son. Pulling up to
I mean,
the ball.
Harry let that go. Harry let that go.
No, he asked. He did something.
What? No. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the one he actually ended up going with. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No. He was just too late.
Oh, no, that's it. Don't get me started on the 2 people they went with. Oh my God, was that painful? Oh my God. Oh my God. Now hold on. We at the thirsty moment yet, so I can fucking.
We're at the thirsty. We're at the thirsty
All right.
moment right now.
Okay. I
This is
am
the-
leaned in. So we're not here to talk about thirsty moments because I mean there really isn't one. I
No.
mean, I will say this.
This whole franchise is probably not going to be a thirsty moment.
Don't say that. So first and foremost, I just want to commemorate the creators of this movie for finally introducing. I mean, look, 17-year-olds aren't our age, right? But they're better than 14-year-olds, which we've been getting the entire 12-year-olds or whatever it is. I was surprised to see someone like semi our age. I was like, damn! But then I heard they were 17. I was like, that's when I had to peel my. I had to lean back. I mean, look, in New York is 17. I'm pretty sure. I'm chilling. I could say what I like. I mean,
Am I leaving this in the episode?
No, you are not. No, you're not. I mean, I don't really care. It's not like I'm saying anything. I'm. Look, this is what the
This is
people want.
locker room talk.
Yeah, look, I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. No, where was I? Oh yes. So unfortunately, we still got nothing. As predicted, we got nothing because the story is based around 14-year-olds, so they're not going to be throwing, salivating young, of age women. They won't be doing that. Shit. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. So we have to have a conversation. Ron Weasley, basically was told by Hermione that he should have asked her and get the freaking balls to ask her next year, and he didn't even say anything. He did nothing. He straight up got told by a female, by a woman. No, no, but that shit was ridiculous. That is another thing that's OD played out. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care how awkward you are. Like, it's pretty obvious when somebody's fucking. It's not even like she was being low key. She straight up told him. Like, when does that happen? When does that happen?
Ask me. Do it. And he's like, "No, I'm good."
And then, of course, you had the whole scene where it's like, "Are you even gonna dance with me?" Like, what's one of them said to Harry, Ron. He's like, "No." I think it was Ron. He's like, "No." And then she walked away. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, that means some guy got 2 girls. And I'm like, damn. Because if you think about it, right? Because if Ron girl's leaving, everyone had to go with somebody. So whoever took Ron's girl now got 2. Yeah. So I had to think about that.
Also, Snape going around and looking in the cars. for people hooking up was ridiculous.
Oh
remember that.
yeah.
I must have been like, I think like there was like 1 or 2 scenes.
Like Harry when he leaves just after the party.
Damn, Snape a hater.
Yeah,
Because I forget what they say, but it's
it
important
is.
to
It
the
is.
plot, I
It is
think.
important to the plot. But he's going around. And he like shines his flashlight, fucking wand, and
Yeah.
he's like 10 points from Gryffindor and 10 points from Ravenclaw.
Oh, really? Why did he find some people making out?
Yeah, he found people. That's why.
Fucking
They have
Snape.
a couple making 10 points in Gryffindor.
I do
10
gotta
points
say,
in
we
Ravenclaw.
have never mentioned him in like the favorite or least favorite characters, but I do fuck with Snape.
He's just so weird. I mean, we talked about him last week slightly when I said he got fucking tossed.
He also gets better.
Does he? To me, I feel like I feel like they're just waiting around. I don't know. It seems like they missed their opportunity for like that fake out of him being a bad guy. I think they did that in the first movie or something, where they did like, oh, I mean, because he looks evil, right? Like he's the perfect guy to.
No, I don't think there is a fake out. Like he's not gonna be a bad guy. I think he's just a good guy. He just looks like.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. But I'm
He
saying
just
they
looks
missed
like
it
that.
because whatever. Because the first one, I mean,
That's
like
what Lucius is. That's what Lucius is
It's
for.
like a red hair.
Yeah.
I feel.
you know, and I think
It's dinner time.
no, it's not. What was it? Oh wow! On Wednesday, chance of intermittent rain. Wow.
Oh,
Oh god, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's my entire fucking shift, yo.
damn, son.
I digress. Where were we? Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen. If somebody is telling you something like that, they probably mean it. That's my moral of the story. All right. If you're ever in a position where you're 14 and at Hogwarts and there's a ball and you need somebody to go with, first of all, don't ask last minute because you saw what happened to Harry. You saw. And read the signs, gentlemen. Read the signs. You got Hermione throwing herself at him. Do it.
And if he even signs, just do it anyway.
Jesus,
Just take.
we take.
No comment.
Well, of course, as usual, every week we take to our Instagram at the Staincast to ask you guys a lovely question, get you involved, and see what you're thinking.
Fellas tightened up this week.
Did they?
A little bit.
Oh, I didn't even take a peek yet, so we're about to see. This week, motherfucker, Instagram's doing that stupid bullshit again.
What happened?
Where I can't add it to the fucking highlight.
Good.
Tweaking.
It fucking always does it, and then we have to create a new highlight, and then we have like 30 fucking highlights on this thing.
Yeah, no, I meant to go through it and just like consolidate all of them, but it's really is so complicated for no reason.
All right, here we go. We asked you guys who your favorite character in the series is, and here's what we got. Willie B said Hagrid, biggest man and the biggest heart, followed by RP24, not to be confused with Chet Stable, who also said Hagrid.
Yes, sir.
B.I. Race said Harry, the chosen one, the boy who lived goes hard.
True.
The Queel said, yeah, that
That
nickname.
nickname is hard.
Especially when they added to it that he literally got a death curse used on him. That's egregious. Egregious.
It's tough.
Yeah.
The Queel said Albus Dumbledore, which I can understand why, and I'm sure he gets even better. And then Mumbarilla, who has not watched it and even told me that he has not kept up with it at all.
Bro, we're four
said
movies
Hagrid.
in, man. These are really good movies too. If you're gonna keep up, I feel like you got to do at least 3 and 4. Like, come
He
on,
never
man.
started.
He never started. Oh, okay, whatever. Keep going. I'm gonna get upset.
And that was it.
I thought fellas were tightened.
No one was tightened.
Nah, that was
Okay, look, it's because it
I
was
was
not a
wondering.
multiple choice question.
Yeah.
We gotta learn. Look, next episode, I guess it's gonna be multiple choice. We'll have to figure
Multiple choice is fucking boring.
It is. It's very boring. But I
No,
guess it's about time for me and DL to give who our favorite
That's easy
character
to
is
comprehend.
so far.
That's
DL.
difficult.
Would you like to go first?
So I feel at the halfway point, I am obliged to say my favorite from the last 4, and then predict my favorite for the next 4. Favorite for the first 4, probably Dumbledore. Favorite for the next 4, Voldemort. That's my guess. Look, I'm guessing. It's just a guess. We'll see.
So
I hope he's in like one movie. I'm gonna be fucking
that'd be-
pissed.
So I think for me, my favorite for the first 4 is Hagrid as well.
Hag.
And I think that my favorite for the second 4 will be Voldemort too, because even this taste of Voldemort has him has him up there, like in the fucking in the category.
He's a fucking dirtbag. Just from like you said, the little we've seen, the way he be moving. I mean his wand is pretty fucking cool too. How it's like alive almost, or like bonded to him, or well, I'm sure that they mentioned very little about it, but like that's obviously gonna play a part too.
It's the sibling wand to Harry's.
I think both the wands have like the same like feather from a phoenix or something in it. It's some shit like that. It's like from the same creature.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is very weird. I mean, Voldemort's looks cooler, so he got that. He got the bling. His shit is dripped out. I mean, he's in general. I mean, he could definitely get better drip. Like his drip is kind of he looks like a ghoul from Fallout. Oh, that's another thing. Fallout. That show came out too. I was talking about new content. Yeah, it's not bad. Well, I'll have to talk about it sometime.
I haven't watched any of it.
As someone who's played most of the games, I'll have to talk about it sometime. I mean, I haven't finished it yet, so we'll shelf that. That's just me. Oh yeah, no, we'll shelf that. We'll come back to it at a later date. Yeah, so I'm gonna say Lord Voldemort is gonna be my prediction for my favorite character in the next 4. I wish I could say Harry, but you guys know how we go. It's too easy. Of course, Harry's gonna be my favorite character throughout all of it because he's the freaking main character.
It's the title character. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, and almost every scene and almost every plot point.
I'm definitely looking forward to see more Voldemort, though. Definitely need more of that.
And less Pigtail, less of Lucian.
Yeah,
I'm not interested in any of those boys now. Now that there's an actual bad guy, all those fucking villain Von bad guys can kick rocks. I'm done with them.
Yeah, we don't need any of them. We need just Lord Voldemort and nothing less.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for who did answer. And DL, do you even want you know what you need to do?
Do what?
Threaten
for
them.
rating? Oh, I mean, I would pull the paper out. The paper is currently being updated because there was more people who saw the story this week and skipped it. Yeah, who skipped the story this week. So I got to get some of your parents' information. Find out where you work. Find out where your brothers and sisters go to school or daycare. So I'm updating my list. Just know if you skip the story this week,
you got next week to redeem yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Look, if you wake up and there's a hole in your tire and your parents are, look, I know it. I'm just gonna let you imagine what's gonna happen to your parents. What's gonna happen to your car? What's gonna happen
to you?
Oh, true. I'll let you guys think about that. So do the right thing next week. It would be. It would be a big shame, especially since I know you guys do enjoy living. Look, I enjoy living, so I'm sure you guys do too. I mean, look, it's a love-hate relationship sometimes, but yes,
that's true.
We're not out here freaking glorifying. No, I'm gonna stop talking now.
All right, moving on to the rating. You know what we do? It is a letter grade at this point, S through F. And if none of you have figured out by us glazing this movie the entire time, this to me is the best one that we've watched so far. I think I'm going to have to place it firmly at an A to A plus, around that range.
Respectable. I'm gonna have to go around the same. I'm gonna give it an A plus just because I gave the last one an A. Obviously there's still that whole S tier, so technically it's not perfect. So anyone's being like, "How you giving the fourth movie an A plus when you haven't seen all the other 4 movies?" Look, fuck you. First of all, second of all, I think like these things are subject to change. We've had this conversation before. If the next movie is better than this one somehow, I probably will do some adjustments. We did it with our MCU scale. Whenever you do a new universe, you guys know how like ever changing these lists are. Because it's like, look, we get the next movie if it's a banger. I mean, look, I've heard conflicting things. I hear some people say they liked it a lot. Some people say it was their least favorite. Each their own. We will decide. But as of right now, I'm putting it at an A+.
Yep, I think that I will agree. I mean, as I
Yeah.
said, A to A+.
Yeah.
Definitely leaning more towards the A+.
Mm. I agree.
I will also say
Yep.
A+. Way more action, way more creatures, way more
Mhm.
uses of magic.
Yeah,
And
that's true. It's basically got like it's everything that was good with 3 with a better villain. With with Voldemort, better villain stories. I mean, I think the supporting cast is probably a little better. I like.
Oh yeah, we didn't even
uh,
mention David Tennant.
Who the fuck is that?
David Tennant, like
Oh.
Doctor Who.
Modi was being
Yeah.
played by the whole time.
Oh yeah.
He like took over his, I guess, like his form or whatever.
Ronald Weasley.
Ronald. Yeah, but I guess just final thoughts. Harry Potter's continuing to impress and definitely get better. Excited to see more Voldemort. Excited to see more of what's to come.
Yep.
If you're keeping up with this, continue to watch it. Just definitely think that those of you who haven't watched it should definitely give it a chance.
Yeah. Force yourself through 1 and 2 if you really like. I just think, like, I know we've been talking so, like up and down about 3 and 4 being really good. At least I have, anyways. And I know you want to just watch 3 and 4, but I think 1 and 2. I think 3 and 4 aren't as good without 1 and 2. And I mean that too. Like sometimes you really don't. Like there's some movies where you really don't need to see the 1 or 2 to appreciate the 3 or 4. But this movie, like, I feel
you need the first two. This definitely so far has felt like a very complete franchise. Like you need the movies prior to it to really appreciate the movies that like the current one.
Yeah. Because they really don't they don't do the anime shit where they just bring you back up to speed at the beginning of the movie. Like they don't do the recaps to the same degree where it's like exactly and as soon as they say a spell once or just as soon as something is said to the viewers, like they really don't repeat themselves. So you kind of want to watch 1 and 2 also. At Mumbarilla, watch one of them, man. Just have an opinion on it. Like, watch the first one and say it was ass. I don't care. Just watch it. Watch it to have an opinion, you know?
God damn. Yeah, but I mean, short episode for you guys this week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Chet, for joining us. And of course, as usual, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, follow us and give us a nice little review. When you're done doing all that, you can head over to Instagram at the Staincast, where you can follow, turn on
Tell
those
'em how.
post notifications, and stay tuned for the question of the week and the teaser, which will be posted at some point this week for what is the next one? Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix and the Order of Mid. We will see you guys next week.
Fuck the Lakers.
Let's go Knicks.
That's true.